Hey, what's up?
Hey!
Welcome to Ocarina of Time.
So I'm full of caramel popcorn.
Oh, I know.
I'm so excited. I love this game.
This is your favorite game,
My
isn't
favorite.
All
well,
right.
I mean, you know, I'm not like impressing anyone.
Yeah, it's not exactly a
not an original
an
favorite.
underdog.
Well, it's at the point now where like it's looped back around, where everyone's like shitting on it again.
Yeah.
They're like, it's not that great. And yeah, sure. But at the time,
Lord, you did make a mess over there.
I'm sorry. I'm cleaning up popcorn while I'm talking. I have a
You have a problem, an issue?
big sloppy mouth and gigantic hands that.
My meat claws. It's
Can't
like
hold
somebody
it.
sewed mittens onto the ends of my arms.
Anyway, I like this game a lot, so fuck you guys if you don't.
Yeah, we're gonna play it.
Alright, start button.
Hit and go.
Alright.
Yeah, spoilers.
Okay. Controller don't work.
Boy, is that big delay on that?
We'll see. Fuck it.
TJ, that's my
We're good. Okay.
Okay.
Good old Tad. What are we gonna name this one?
I don't know, man. Do you want to do the funny Let's Play joke and name it
We'll
something
name it
goofy?
Pee-Pee or
Or
Butt.
we could just name him Link or whatever you want to do.
Here we go. We're
Just
gonna
do.
go with-
I think. What do we call it? What do we name Shovel Knight?
I'm naming him Todd.
What the Todd? What the fuck?
His name's Todd.
All right.
Yes. Of course, I'll name him Todd.
I think we named Shovel Knight SSG.
Ah, yeah.
What are you gonna voice act this? Some kind of voice actor?
Nah.
That's good.
I don't want to be that guy who's making funny voices all the time.
Yeah.
Everywhere he goes.
It can grate pretty easily on people.
The children of the
Oh, God
forest,
damn it.
the Kokiri, live here with me.
You know, I've heard a lot of different pronunciations of that word. Like,
Yeah, I always love watching Let's Plays of Zelda games because everyone pronounces shit differently.
yeah, because they've never like come out and said, "This is how you say this." And
Yeah,
so-
you can always say shit in your head, but when you go to like see it, it's like when I was reading Harry Potter. They have the character Hermione.
Yeah.
I remember when I read it, I called her Hermione or something like that.
Yeah. And that still seems like right to you in your head.
Yeah, and Ginny, because it was spelled with a G and I was a kid, I called her Guinea.
Yeah.
It was like weird.
Like a horse.
Yeah, Guinea. We
Yeah.
get it. This is before you could skip cutscene scenes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, this was when this game came out, dude. I remember being like blown away.
Oh yeah, man.
Because I mean, we're probably a little older than a lot of the YouTubers.
I thought you were gonna call them youths.
No. The people that are like watching
I was
YouTube.
like, whoa, we are old.
But yeah, I was like 9 when this game came out. You were 8.
It came out in 97?
Yeah, 98.
98?
Yeah.
Oh, because the N64 came out in 97.
N64 came out in 96.
97 is when something else came out, and I can't
Star
think of what it
Fox.
is. Oh, Star Fox.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, no, I was 8.
Yeah.
I was 8 years old.
So yeah, we were like cognizant, like we weren't making complex
Uh-huh.
thoughts, but I was aware of shit.
I think the reason people get so fucking caught up in this game is because it came out like right, because most people were born around 1989 to 1992 or something like that.
Most people.
Most people in the
like
world.
that have ever been born.
Yeah.
Generally around
Most
89,
of them. Well, I think
92.
what I mean is that most playing this were probably born around then, and so like when you're 8-ish years old is when your brain's starting to really latch on to shit.
Yeah.
And I think you don't really remember a lot of stuff, because aren't you when you're 10, your brain kind of does a dump of information?
No,
Or,
that's,
like-
that's when you're like 6 or 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so 8 is when you're starting to build like really, you know, like long-formed memories that you're
Yeah.
gonna have the rest of your life. So,
Yeah, I'd say 8 is probably when you're like flipped on. You're
Uh-huh.
like, here we go, I'm a person.
Yeah,
Like,
and
before
all-
then.
all the sounds and experiences around 8 when everyone was playing this, it's kind of like a unique shared experience everyone had. Where they're like, I have no fucking ability to remember bad things as much, so this is just what I've stuck with.
Yeah. Well, being 10 is like it's like a very, I don't want to say magical because that sounds like dumb, but it's a very like enchanted time where you're like, I don't have any
Yeah.
fucking responsibilities.
Well, you're starting to understand things more than just like experiencing them without question.
Yeah.
It's funny to watch my nephews who are like, one of them's 6, other one's 12.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting to watch them process shit differently, because like the younger one's just kind of doing stuff because it's there and that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And the older one is kind of like thinking about things more, and
Right.
he's like appreciating or unappreciating things significantly more. So it's
Hello,
kinda,
Todd.
hey Todd, wake up, you fat piece of shit.
Todd, it's time for your shift at the gas station.
Time to get up and take a dump.
What the fuck?
But there's no toilets in this village. So good luck.
They go in the woods, man.
Everyone's house is a tree. Go shit behind.
Are you
them.
really making fucking shit jokes in an Ocarina
Well, you gotta
of
think
Time?
about it. There's only one toilet in like all of these games. No, 2, because there's one in Skyward Sword. Where's everyone pooping?
They live in the fucking
It's a
woods.
legitimate question. I've always wondered.
Wow.
They eat, there's milk to drink. Where are they pooping it out?
Those facilitate shitting. The fuck?
Food just exists to poop it back out.
You know, that intro is not as long as I remember it being.
No, I always got frustrated because I've played this just so many fucking times and it's like, come on.
Yeah.
But also, as an adult, time goes by faster.
Yeah, that is true. Your perception of time is different.
Isn't that interesting? I was seeing this chart thing, and then we're talking about growth. Anyway, there was a, they were like, every year you live, the next year you experience life like twice as fast or something like that, which is why like hours seem so...
You're not gonna talk to Saria?
Yeah, fuck her. I don't
Okay.
need to talk to her. All she does is conveniently find me right as I'm awake.
True. Well, you make a lot of noise. You know, Link has night terrors. So generally, when the screaming stops, I know you're about to wake up.
Oh, yeah, I should make fun of him for having nightmares.
You have nightmares. You said you had nightmares last time we played.
Yeah, I have nightmares all the time.
I don't think we uploaded that video. We'll put it up.
Oh shit.
That
It was. We're not sure if it's a good game.
Yeah, we'll have to see how the editing comes together.
Shut up.
We played Emily Wants to Play on the PS4.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
That was I'm not a games critic, but that was a little shoddy.
Like, I've never made a game, so I don't know what it takes to make a game, but, you know, that wasn't good.
Yeah, I don't know if it was supposed to be like a tech demo or what. It did look pretty good if they were just using like a general engine. Anyway,
it's also possible I just didn't play it long enough to appreciate it.
That is true, yeah.
There's a lot of crappy games I like that aren't any good whatsoever.
Well, like what?
You know what? Most of my taste is excellent, so I'm
wow.
No.
And humble.
I don't know. It says on my OkCupid profile.
Yeah.
I'm very humble.
I have excellent taste and I'm humble.
What?
You have to get rupees to buy the shield and go find the sword.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. You see me doing it?
You just said what? What was I supposed to...
I'm trying to think of some bad games that I like.
You know, we were talking about this a second ago. I love it, but I think Sonic Adventure is probably
that's a big one.
Yeah.
That's gonna... Yeah, there's a huge culture behind, like, that game either being loved or just fucking loathed. Everyone fucking hates that game if they're, like, old school Sonic fans only.
Well, I mean, I'm an old school Sonic fan. As
Yeah.
embarrassing as that is to have on tape.
Well, that also came out right when we were processing shit still.
Yeah, I was like 10 years old when that game came out, so I fucking loved it.
Yeah, I got to get out of there.
I loved it so much it hurt my grandma's feelings.
What the fuck?
Because she got me like a remote controlled car for Christmas that year, and I was having none of it. I didn't like it. I wasn't like whiny or unappreciative or anything, but I was 100% interested in that Dreamcast.
That's so fucking funny. I loved it so much it hurt my grandma's feelings. That's incredible.
Well,
pick it up. Oh, you have to. It's a tutorial.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that.
Well, because like my grandma, I remember we played that game in front of your sister one time, and she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna throw up." Like that's how fast it was.
Yeah.
I guess if you're not used to playing video games, it was like unfathomably quick.
Right.
So like my grandma probably just thought I was watching some devil machine, and like, threw her fucking heartfelt gift out in the garbage.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I have so many things like that in my life where I was just a humongous fucking knob and never even realized it as a kid.
Yeah.
God, I hate that shit. Makes me cringe. Have I talked about the CD player story before?
Nah, I don't remember. Maybe.
Oh man, it makes
That
me,
one's pretty sad.
That one makes me feel bad. We were on a road trip, and my parents spent a ton of money to like do something special. We weren't rich as a kid. We weren't like loaded, so like it was a big deal. It was a really big deal for us to take a road trip and go to New York, and they made a huge thing of it. They saved up for a long fucking time about it. And of course, I was 15 or something, and I was just a big piece of shit the whole time. And we were in the car, and we're already fighting about something. And is it 40 or 80? I think it's 40.
I don't remember how much it is.
I think it's 40. And my dad, who graciously went out of his way to get me, he got me a CD player so I could listen to music and ignore him the whole trip.
Yeah.
It's ostensibly what he did. He was like, here's this thing so you can
just shut up and quit yelling at me.
Yeah, so you can totally fucking be out to lunch the entire time I'm trying to have father-son time with you.
Was it you, your mom, and your dad, or just you and your dad?
It was our whole family, I think,
yeah.
except for my oldest sister. But we were all in the fucking van arguing and about something dumb, and just as a stinger, I said something like, "You got me this dumb CD player. It's all purple. It had like flowers on it. It was purple," and I was like bitching about it. And it just gets quiet, and my dad's like, "I thought it was blue." My dad's colorblind. So he thought he was getting me a blue CD player, and I just shit on him. A free CD player. Oh God, I apologize to him on the regular about that. It just makes me feel so fucking dirty to think that I did that shit to him.
You know, I've personally heard the story probably about 10 times.
I just feel so guilty. I sometimes right before bed I'll be almost asleep, and my brain will like replay it.
It's like blue CD player.
Yeah, grab me this. Aw. This makes me feel so shitty to think about that. But I like every time I bring it up to him, he's like, I don't remember that.
That's the funny thing though, is like, you know, everything that you think is like a huge deal, people really don't care about.
I know.
Somebody had a funny thought experiment. It was like, so imagine the last time you did something super embarrassing.
Yeah.
So can you remember the last time you did something super embarrassing? You don't have to say it, but you just remember it. So it's like, okay, so now imagine, or try to remember the last time somebody you know did something super embarrassing.
Huh.
That's exactly how everybody else feels.
Okay, that's a good. That makes me feel better. I always feel bad because I'll like laugh when I can tell that kind of thing is happening for someone because I like get it. I totally understand what you're going through. Let's talk about it, but they're always just too embarrassed to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, I saw what you did. We're humans. We're all humans. Everyone farts. It's okay.
You know, I never really like. I get what they were going for in this with like the old world. You know, like, ooh, he's from a different time.
Sorry, go ahead.
You know, I was having a detailed discussion.
I know, but he was opening his mouth real silly.
How else did you want to know? He's just super quick. Maybe I'll edit that too. But yeah, I never liked his like Victorian Shakespearean method of speaking.
Oh, I like it. It's like he's
from an older time.
Year of long gone, long past. I like that sort of thing. Yeah. Well, ladies and germs, we'll carry on this conversation next time.
Yeah, on the next
Super STOPGAP.
Wow, you're very excited.
Video games.
Oh my God. Such an original idea.
Letterbox. All right, bye.
Oh, letterbox.